There are many ways to manage Google Chrome browser. One that I like is a free tool from Google itself. I'm gonna link it a bit with Intune when we enroll our browsers into these management tools, but other than this, it can be used totally outside of Intune, so you don't have to be running Intune. So first you need to sign up. I haven't done that a million of times, so here's the URL. I'm gonna put that in the description of the video. So you create an account for the amount of $0. I don't know how much that is in your currency, but I would guess zero. So let's create an account. So you have to be an enterprise account. I mean, a company. You can't use a non-company. But this is an enterprise tool, so it should only be used for enterprise anyway. So here it says you can remotely manage through a cloud-based console, so you don't have to install anything. It's all in the cloud. You can enroll your browsers from Windows, Mac, and Linux, Android, and iOS, and they be managed by this tool. So I'm going to put in mine. Oh, already here. Excellent. So let's go next. So now I need to verify my email. See how long that takes. Well, it's already here. Excellent. Welcome to Google Admin. I'll show blocked content. I trust this since I asked. So let's verify my email. Probably going to open up a browser, right? And here we're going to put some data. So I'll put my name, my company, GBN. I'm in France. I would say CIO owner. I'll put owner. Number of employees. Well, it's only me in this company. For you, I'll show what it goes. So 3,000 plus. I would guess for one employee, you would not use this tool as much. So hopefully you have it for more in your company. So I'm going to put my mobile phone here. Oh, it's already say France. Okay, I understand that this is provided by Google's privacy policy. Perfect, because I have my mobile phone. Would you like to receive email? I actually say no on this one. It's probably good offers, but I'm not going to look these emails often. Can contact me? No, please don't. I have another account and they are great, the Google team. They are absolutely fantastic. So I have a good relationship with them, but I don't want it with this account because I'm not going to be using it for real. So we can add to our subscription. So we got Google Chrome Cloud Management. That's what we want. We can add workspaces, really good too, but that would start to cost money. You can manage Chrome OS, so a light OS that is great too. Could try a 30 days trial. Not for this video. Now I just want to manage the Google Chrome browser, nothing else. So we go next. So I'll need to create a password. I'll do one. I'll have my secret password, agree and create account. So now it's setting up my account. Oh, it's already ready. So that went very quick. Let's go. It will take me there automatically. So now I have to log in. The password I just recently created. Let's hope that I did it well. I did. So unusual activity. Let's use the old SMS. I know that's going away. So we already have friends. I just put my mobile number. I should have got a code now. Oh, I have got a code. Let's verify. Yep, that works good. Okay, let's read this. That looks good. I understand. Nice. I'm going to clean some of the tabs here. Okay, so now we are in Google Admin and we can manage Chrome browsers. So if we click here, we get some more. Actually, click on the hamburger menu. So we have devices, Chrome, manage browsers. Ah, it's my email who playing. Let's see. I get a lot of welcome. I thought it was my mobile. I thought I had more messages. Okay, so it's just Google who welcome me here. Here we have here all the browsers if we enroll, and we're gonna enroll. Before we enroll, let's create some organization units, because if not, we're gonna enroll all here. And why would you want to have multiple organizations units? It's like in Active Directory. If you want to have different settings for the browsers, for example, different start page, different security settings, you will want to have them in different organization units. So let's go and create that first. So it's under directory, of course, organization units. So let's say that we would use this for something more than only manage browser, as you saw when we sign up. So I'm going to call one just managed browsers, and Google Chrome, well, let's call it GBN, Google Chrome browsers. So these are, oh, you can create as many as you want, but I would still recommend to have as few as possible. Let's say that I have 3 machines. Well, with my Linux machine, I have 5 machines. So let's say that I have one I do it department. Let's say we have a sales, GBN sales department. The part I have done, I'm missing a T, department. So let's say that our sales machine, they need specific settings. Let's say that we also have technology and finance. I'll create a few. I don't add the description, obviously you should, but I just go quicker. I make it look bigger than it is because I don't have enough machines. And let's put a default, which means all who are not in sales or technology or finance, HR maybe, they need more or less the same settings. So you can put settings up here that apply to everyone, and then you can have specific. So you could also put the default directly on the managed browsers, but maybe you want to have specific settings. Let's say normally what I do is that I create a validation under each. Let's do it only for technology. So create another one called validation for testing new settings. So that means that when we do some settings in this tool, we apply them here first for some test user, we wait a bit, and if all is good. A bit like ring 0, ring 1, ring 2 technology, methodology as we have had in Windows Update video. Okay, so we have our OU, so now we shouldn't need to go to directory. We can also have users and create users so they log into their Google Chrome with that and sync their bookmarks. We'll not do that in this video, just mentioning that it's possible. So we go back to devices. And again, if you don't see it like me, if you see it like this, just click on the hamburger menu and then you go on the devices, Chrome, and then we have managed browsers. If you run Chrome OS, you can go on devices. But again, that's maybe not free. So I'm not going to show that here. I'm not going to start a trial. So we want managed browsers. So how do we enroll? Because we have no browsers. So let's create one in technology, one in technology validation, and one in sales. So, and we should need for all, but I don't have enough devices in my tenant anyway. So for validation, for example, if you want to enroll, we can click on enroll here. Then we're going to get a unique token. I'm not going to blur that out here. If someone wants to join their machine to my Google Chrome, well, you are welcome, because this is the only thing you need to join to this one. You don't need to authenticate. If you have this token, you can be joined into mine. It doesn't mean you can change anything. It just means that your device. So here we have different one. So for my Linux machines, and in the future I'm going to add in Mac, we need a text file. For the Windows, it's a reg file. So I'll take this one, and I want to keep this one. For some reason, it doesn't like this one, but it's a valid one. I'm going to rename this one because this doesn't tell me anything. So I press F2. So this was technology validation. So if I would run this on this machine and then open Chrome, it's going to go and register itself here. For now, let's not do that. We just say enroll browsers into validation. I'll take one for Linux too. I'm probably not going to use it. So this is a token. I'll just put technology in front. Tech validation. Start to be a long name there, right? And we done that. You know what? I think you understand the concept. I do one more for cells. So I will only do this for 2 machines finally, because I think it's going to be a bit repetitive. So for cells, I click enroll also, and it's going to get another token that it's unique, which is in both of these. I'm going to download for Windows. Definitely keep. Text file. And then let's open this folder. So this gonna be, I said cells, right? Yeah. So F2, I just call this one cells, and F2 cells. Okay, perfect. We have those there. So now, technically, if we run those registry key on any Windows machine, doesn't have to belong to me. If I send it to you and you run it on your machine is going to show up here when it start Google Chrome and register here and get all the settings we have under cells. Right now we have no settings at all, so let's make that as our next thing. And just to explain, I think that got through here, right? But if I do a setting in technology here, those settings going to come in validation also. But if I have 2 different conflicting settings, let's say on the technology I put the home page to be Google and on validation Bing, then machines in validation, the Bing gonna win. The settings closes. But if I haven't put any homepage on validation, but I put google.com as homepage on technology, all the validation's gonna get that. So the closest one win. So if we go to cells and just look at some settings, so here it says manage browsers. You can change here too. I prefer the drop down list. So guide devices, no, that's Google Chrome. Settings. So let's see what we can do here. Well, we can do a lot. Let's do cookie. Let's do pop-up. That should be pop-up. Should we guess there? Yep, pop-up. Let's say that by default we let the user to decide if they allow a pop-up. That's fine. But we have a finance system, and I'm gonna fake this one. But let's say there is a gbn dot. No, let's say sales system dot gbn dot burnt dot cloud. Let's say that my user needs a pop-up on this system, and they can allow it, but maybe some users get afraid and block it and it stopped to work. So I'm gonna make sure that the pop-ups always work on this system, and also on my intranet.brint.cloud, and let's cnn.com as well. I don't see why, but just to show that it works on any page. So I don't want to take this survey now. Don't show it again. Feel free to take it. It's probably cool. I just don't want to do that for this video. So now we save this, meaning that any browser, currently 0, who are in the cells, they will not have to allow pop-ups for this URL. It's going to be automatically set for them. Let's do, I think audio should be one. Yes, so you can allow who can use audio. Maybe you have a soft phone system. I'm gonna call it softphone.brint.cloud. Let's say we have that, so we allow the URL. You can prefix with an asterisk if there's a lot of subdomains. Let's say that Under here it can be a lot of other domain name. Let's go for homepage also. I mean, you can search for a lot of settings, whatever you need for your organization. We're not going to go through them all. Let's say, but homepage should be one. Let's put homepage. So allow users to configure. I think that's a pretty good one. But let's set to below. I really want everyone to have my intranet .brints.cloud. I want users to always go there and see new news. And the pretty bad example, if I wanted everyone to have it, I should probably put it up here and then inherit. Let's do that. So I'll remove this one. So settings that everyone should have. It's no good idea to go into default finance sales technology and change it. Let's put it up here and manage browsers. Then everyone get it. So let's say that homepage is always this URL. That's going to be for everyone. Unless if you want someone else to have a different one, you change and that wins. Let's say by default we always auto upgrade. Let's say in this case that we have a sales tool that sometimes breaks when, and that's actually a real example from the real world, breaks when Chrome auto updates. So we want to control the version. So if we search update, we're going to get pretty much. So Chrome browser updates. So by default, it always update. We allow updates. But if we put a certain version, so right today, this is probably going to age bad when you watch this, but today 113 is the latest one. We can do exactly which version we want, but let's say if we just do 113 dot, then it's going to take the latest. Say that actually breaks my cell system and I need to fix it first. So I will lock it on 112, which is an older one even by today's standard. And when I have fixed that issue for the cell system, then I'm going to upgrade to 113. So I'll keep there. I can even roll back. So that means if someone updated it, right now I actually have Intune remediation script who will update it. So it's going to conflict. But if we didn't have that, if someone update to 113, when they start this one, actually going to roll back to this. And you can change and have dev beta. I don't recommend that. Stable channel is probably the best. But here you can manage to update. And this is only for sales. Finance, default, and technology. If I don't touch anything, they're going to go for the latest one. Allow updates. You can disable updates altogether. Don't recommend that. Or when they check manually. So I think allow updates when Chrome checks for them automatically, but allow updates should be more than enough here. And we set this. I mean, Chrome must be started. If not, it won't update. But if it's started, then it's going to update. So this is probably going to roll back for some of my machines if I put them in cells. But I need that. I control the version here. Let's say for technology, we don't really need to put so much settings. It's pretty good what it is, but we would like to have some extensions. So we can go to extension. And there, let's say we are on technology. Let's add an extension. I'll see. We can do one from the store, I think. So we have the option from Google Play. We also, if we know the ID, we can actually do that way. If we know the ID, we can add it. So we will have to from the web store. So if we look at the Chrome web store search, well, extension, did I see that? Yep, extension, Chrome web store, very easy to find. It works for Edge also. That's pretty cool. Then let's say which extension does technology need. They have, let's say they have LastPass. So everyone in technology should have LastPass. So we give it to them. So we can take the unique, it's up here in the URL bar. So if I copy this one, Control C, I go back to Mac Management. That's the extension ID. If I add that one here and save, it's going to know that this is LastPass. So save, it translates that to LastPass. We have some other settings here. I'm just going to look here. So we allow install. If we really wanted to control all add-ons, extension, we could block everything and allow, but allow won't do anything by itself. But we can change it to force install, or maybe even better in this case, pin it to the browser toolbar so it really shows up here. So let's do that for technology, and that's going to hit the validation one as well. So we could add, let's see if we have some more things. We could put at settings. And you get pretty good reports also when you enroll machines here. You see all the extensions installed, when they logged in, where it's installed, version of Google Chrome. So it's very useful. I'm just freebasing here and see if I can find something. You can force the browsing with a certain domain name. So I would only want to have people have brints.cloud account, so you don't use their personal account, Gmail or something. That's signing. I mean, some have the icon, this works only for Android. This works, I guess, for everyone, right? Oh, that's for Chrome OS only. So this is for the Chrome browser, Windows Max. You can hover over and see what it works for. Password manager. Well, let's say we don't want to use a password manager because we use LastPass. So we could actually never allow the use of password manager. And this speaks about the built-in one. So there are a lot of settings. This video could be 2 hours by us going through all, but I mean, you have the information here. You can hover over. That wasn't super helpful maybe, but there are help pages. It's easy to find. If you know what you want, you can usually search here. Strange though that notification didn't come. Chrome updates, notif. Or maybe it's called something else. Well, depends on what you want to look at. You got it here, all the settings. So isn't it about time that we actually get some computers in here? We could package these, but I have so much video about to package it. So if someone would like that, write in the comment below, and I'm gonna do a second video. Right now I feel more for doing this manually to add this registry key, but I happily do a video if it's requested. I forgot one setting that it's really good to have, and I want it on all my machines, so let's put it on manage browsers, and I recommend if you're using this, definitely add that. It's a reporting. You have to enable it to get some more data. So browser reporting here, manage browser reading. Oh, I should probably expand that one again. So it's disabled by default, but this is to give it more permission to get a lot of data. So let's see, I only enable this once a time. So we can do, let's do not disable this one. Let's enable this for everyone. And how often report? In hours? Yeah, 24 hours should be fine. I thought it was faster. I just want to see this one. Event reporting. This looks interesting. I haven't used this myself. Let's enable event reporting also. Allow Chrome to report on browse such as password reuse, malware downloads, extensions installed. Oh, very nice. Let's see additional settings. I'm learning stuff in this video too. All types, password breach, URL pattern. Okay, well, all types. What do you have? Customize. See what we have here. Password change, password reuse. Nothing about save password. Okay, if it crash. Excellent. Okay, yeah, let's enable that and save. Now let's assign one to sales and one to technology validation. That one save first. So I have two machines that I powered up. Let's say that the first machine will go into sales, and it's a Windows machine, so a registry. So I'm gonna open this one with, maybe just open it with a notepad actually, and then copy it. And it's a virtual machine. So it's basically go under HKey local machine software policy, Google and Chrome, and then create the value cloud management enrollment token. And here is the secret sauce. This is what makes it bind it to the cells OU. And again, there is no authentication. It's anyone in the world who know this one could join to this one. Okay, I'll take the one most to the left. Is going to be sale. It starts with 34. Let's maximize it. Let's spin this mode. Okay, now let's see here. We are on the sales machine. So let me see if I can open a notepad on this one. Yeah, this looks better. Let's open notepad. Let's see if I can paste. I can still paste. Perfect. File. Let's save this on the desktop. Documents would work as well. Let's do desktop. And again, we would push this with your tool, Intune, or another tool that can just write a registry edit. So this is the cells. Seems I got the US keyboard. Let me change to French. Let's call this cells Chrome token. So let me start Google Chrome before I add this, so just to see the difference. So this is a Google vanilla Google Chrome, no settings changed. So if I go Chrome, not new, but if we go policy, it should be fairly empty because we don't have any policies. You see it's empty. When we go here after, we should have a lot. So now, I have the desktop behind, but let's merge this one, and you have to be admin to do this because it's go under HKLM. I don't know why I didn't name it .reg, but of course it has to be registry. And let's merge this one now. We can open. It should say, hey, yes, I'm an admin. Do you want to merge this one? Yes, very much. So now we have that registry key in. That means next time Google Chrome starts, it should register. And it usually takes a little longer time. So let's hope this works. Launching, you see it takes a little longer time. It have this token, it's reaching out. So now it's managed. We put the home page. I would have hoped to seen that, but maybe not on the first launch. If we look policy here now, oh, we haven't got the policy. It just register. So now you see it by default got this token. This one I didn't remember that I said, but let's say that. There should be more settings. They haven't come in yet. So let's reload the policy. Now it have checked in. I would have expected to see more policies here. Maybe it takes a bit of time. So here you see the name. Let's go. So follow me now. Now I leave this device and I go back to my management tool. If we now look, not settings, but managed browsers, not devices, that's Chrome OS. I very often go there and then miss. And it should be emptier on the managed browsers. But if I click on cells, I hope that I will see my device here now. I don't. But it should have been there. Let me see, enroll. It should be the same token. 5EF. Let's go to this device. 5EF. Okay, so it's the good one. Maybe it needs to close and open again, because now it's enrolled. You haven't got any homepage, so I doubt that it got all the settings. Here it looks a bit better. We got our settings now. Okay, it seems I was a bit too fast. So if we go back to our tool and say done, because I just want to verify that was good. What if we refresh here now? Can I refresh just the frame? I thought you could. Let's refresh the whole page. And look who's here! So I was just a bit impatient. So we got one number of extension. It's probably one of the built-in. If I click here, I see who is the user. I should see where it is installed. And who is the user logged in. I can get last when it checked in. So I can get my extension. Okay, it's the Google Doc offline. So you remember we have LastPass for the other one, so we should see more. We see the version, and we get some more. We can move OU, we can delete it. Let's not do that. That would be stupid. We did all this to get this. So if we go under cells here, we have our user. We see the browser version. You remember it's supposed to downgrade to 12. So for cells user, because our cell system doesn't support it. So if we go here, it's going to happen by itself. But if we go here to about update, it's going to downgrade actually. So now checking for updates, and it's updating, but it's actually downgrading. See it says 113. It's going to be 112. So now it's updating, downgrading. And then I have a remediation script from another video actually update Google Chrome. So it's going to update. They're going to fight with each other. But right now it's going to be 112. So now, if we go about Google Chrome, it's going to be 112. It downgraded it. Yep. And your browser is managed. Very much it is managed. So if we go to Chrome policy again, we will see our settings. When it checked in, yeah, now we see a lot more settings. Pop-ups allowed on this system. What else did we had? Copy prevention. I definitely don't remember have checked that, but maybe I did that by mistake. You can see where it's come from. All that comes from cloud. That comes from our management tool. The platform, that comes from the registry key, the one that we just inserted. Rollback, yes, 212. I thought I had put the home page somewhere. Nope. Oh, that's for new one. Audio is allowed on this URL. Yeah, our setting seems more or less. Maybe, I can't explain the homepage one. So no shocker if the other machine probably gonna work. So let's get the reg for technology validation. Let's open that with the Notepad as well. Yeah, yes, just open. No worries. It's not going to run it. So this is our technology validation. Do Control A. Now if I do, well, Control C is going to work in all language. And then let's go to the machine most to the right. So you are going to be our validation for technology. So let's do Notepad. Paste this one. So this is very similar to, just verify I have the good one. It started the same. Okay. It's end with FE6. This one ends with another one. Okay. So end with FE6 is the technology one. Okay. I'll save it on the desktop, which I sync through OneDrive. Yeah, we don't want the text document. That's probably where it went wrong last time. Let's put desktop. I take this one, but call it tech validation. And again and again and again, this is of course not how you distribute it. You push this out. Um, why did it again do a take? Oh, no, I don't know why. Probably because I'm hiding extensions or something. Okay, let's view extension here. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. So let's don't hide extensions for no. Okay, somehow I managed to get this one to text again. I don't know how. Really talented on doing bad stuff. .reg, yes, definitely. So now we're on our second machine. Let's merge this one, and we want this one to join the technology validation and put all the settings there. So we start Chrome. It's going to take a bit of time and spinning. When you see this, it's perfect. It's registering. And then I have to be a bit more patient this time. But I can still do Chrome policy. And it got the platform one. And it got one from the cloud, copy prevention. I have no idea what that is. Sounds like prevent from copying. Okay. That one comes from the cloud though. Well, I closed it. Let's see. I should maybe await it a bit more. From policy, see if something more have happened. Nope. Let's wait. I can reload policy. I'll pause the video and wait until this one checked in, but it's probably just going to be a minute or two. It took a little time. I refreshed, and LastPass come here now also. Remember we added that to validation, and it's pinned. So LastPass works great. Our policy, we got more now from the cloud. We got homepage. And maybe I only put homepage on technology. We'll see that if we restart. So this one got a few settings, extension installation and all that. Let's close this one and see if the home page. I know that's not important. I don't know why I'm so. It still doesn't work, the home page. Probably because this is the startup page and it's not the actual home page. If we go to settings and on startup, is it here? Open a new page tab. Let's do home. Show home button. Okay, I know I'm pushing this a bit too far. We don't really care, and we see that its setting has taken. Well, we don't. You don't care. Apparently, it seems I care, right? Let's click here. Do we get the home button? We do, and if I click on the home button, it gets to my intranet, which doesn't exist yet. So okay, so the setting definitely worked. It's just that no one is using the home button anymore. Okay, that's. I think these machines, this one just got an update and gonna restart anyway. I'll let this one install its update. We have seen that it's working, so you get your update and shut down. That's our technology one. This one also got a, you can restart now too. And if we go back to our console, if we now look under validation, we should have our second machine, and yes we do. And that one is actually 12, so that one would have updated if we went to update, because we don't limit the validation. This can be 13. Whereas in cells, we do. And, oh, I got logged out. Been away from too long on this one. Okay, we're back. So here we have our cells device. And under technology, we have our validation device. And if we click on here, we should see that it has two extensions. Nope, the LastPass, I was a bit too fast. Maybe it haven't had time to report that back. It said it did it every 24 hours, so it's possible that takes some time. But it's gonna show up here. You can get a report, a bit bigger one, and it's per OU for all the installations. Well, we have two in total, but only one here. The devices are gone. What else? So really nice tool. You can add as many browsers as you want. It's for free. You manage the settings. The settings goes out extremely fast. If you have 10,000 browsers, if they are online, in less than 15 minutes, everyone got your new settings. And if you add a Mac or Linux for those settings that work, you manage this with one console. So I might do some follow-up videos on this one if I get questions. Again, if someone wants to see how to package to send this out, can even do it on Linux now, because you could basically do a script. So for my Linux devices, that's fairly new. If I go here, I could do a configuration script probably, who add the settings, create a script, push it, and then they enroll to this. So more to come, maybe there'll be a follow-up video, but already now you have enough to create your account, enroll your devices, and send your settings, and you'll be a hero at work. Thank you very much for following along this video. Have a great day.